Hello and welcome in. I am your host, Lizz Grace Christie, and this is the channel Galactic Mythology. Thank you for tuning in to this weekend's Goddess Report. This is the weekend of January 31st through February 3rd. We will experience many shifts this weekend. It feels like we have been free-falling for the past couple weeks, and this weekend we will see a glimmer of what is at the very bottom of that metaphorical threshold, or, dare I say it, rabbit hole. And this glimmer at the end of this endless tunnel, abyss, rabbit hole, whatever have you, your imagination, it's up to you. However, what is at the bottom of this, and what we see, is only the beginning of something new. I've been talking a lot about this concept of a cycle ending, and I would say now we are approaching the end of that end. We can see the beginning over there in the horizon very distantly, or as going along with my metaphor of the rabbit hole, what is at the bottom of this? We are in a new Chinese Lunar New Year as of January 29th. We are in the year of the wood snake, and to speak in the future, because I'm reporting for this report as of this weekend, January 31st through February 3rd. So on the future, Tuesday, February 4th, Jupiter will station direct in the sign of Gemini. Ooh, and to bring it back to the past, last Wednesday, January 29th, Uranus in the sign of Taurus, stationed direct. Now, let's go to the present, this present moment, this weekend, January 31st through February 3rd. We start the weekend off on Friday, January 31st, with Pluto entering the terrain of a whole new degree. That's right, y'all. Pluto in Aquarius will officially be within the second degree of Aquarius. Pluto's leaving that first degree behind, at least for right now. This territory is uncharted territory for Pluto. Pluto has been dancing around the 22nd degree of Capricorn through the 0 degree of Aquarius and 1st degree of Aquarius for a couple years now, but not anymore. Pluto's new territory is now the degrees of 1 through 4 of Aquarius. Pluto moves really slow, so small degree changes are a big deal. And this weekend, Pluto will be discovering what fruits are to be had at the 2nd degree of Aquarius. And pretty quickly, he will discover those fruits. There is a surprise waiting for Pluto in that degree. That surprise being his beloved queen, Persephone. And speaking of beloveds and love, Venus will be reaching her closest proximity to the planet Neptune in Pisces, which puts Venus within an arm's length of the lunar north node within the 28th degree of the sign. And on February 1st, the moon, Miss Luna, will come to join Venus, Neptune, and the lunar north node in Pisces. It's going to be quite the weekend, my friends. So let's roll on into interpretations. All right, y'all. I know you are thirsting for more details about this cosmic Pisces party that's going on above our heads this weekend. Well, for starters, it's happening within the 3rd decan of the sign of Pisces, which is to say through the last 10 degrees of the sign. So 20 degrees through 30 degrees is a decan, last decan, and this last decan has the energy of Scorpio within it. Interesting. You know who else has a similar energy to Scorpio? Pluto. But we'll save him for later on in the report. Back to the Pisces party. This weekend is a great weekend to lose it all, as well as to fill your cup up. You can either spill your energy everywhere or steer your boat through the rushing current and float downstream, all the way to the ocean. This Pisces party energy will have people falling in love, as well as potentially having people commit themselves to half-truths. What I'm saying is that the collective is about to experience an emotional frenzy, and this could be shaded in joy or despair. Creative breakthroughs are ripe this weekend. Going back to my analogy of the great abyss, or the massive threshold, the one we have been caught up for quite some time now. We are all like cosmic pirates and prisoners upon one vessel, moving through the aquatic and endless expanse together. Friends and enemies moving as one towards this dim light that is growing more and more in mass with each passing hour and day. Everyone on the boat can see the possibility of this land. However, it is not very clear. The passengers of the ship are becoming excited and anxious all at once. Everyone on the boat, pirate and prisoner alike, are buzzing with words about this new land, this new prosperous reality. Some have high hopes and some have a limited scope. The captain of the ship declares a celebration. No longer must the crew scrap by. The crew is welcome to bust into the rations and drink wine. The shore is in sight. Prosperity is upon us, but not so quick. This excitement and passion is awesome and certainly one to be embraced. However, prosperity has a root in the underworld. That means a link to Pluto and dun dun dun, Scorpio. How so? Well, for starters, have you heard of the goddess Persephone? Persephone? Prosperity? Automatopoeia. There you go. That's all you need to know. I've proved my point. No, I'll elaborate more, y'all. Don't worry. Persephone is a goddess linked to prosperity because Persephone is intrinsically linked to cycles, just like her mother Ceres and her husband Pluto. Prosperity, according to ancient humans, since the dawn of recorded time, has been associated with agriculture and the yielding of healthy crops. Healthy, thriving crops means healthy and thriving people, along with wealth for the farmers when the advent of money became a thing. Crops, things that grow such as plants, are innately linked to the underworld, also known as dirt. Plants literally grow from the below up. In ancient Greece and Rome, the peoples would worship Persephone, the queen of the underworld, for a prosperous year. Now, let's go back to this weekend, specifically the start of this weekend, Friday, January 31st, with Pluto entering the second degree of Aquarius, just to be met with a glimmer of his beloved asteroid goddess Persephone. But it is just that, a glimmer. Asteroid goddess Persephone will be making a fleeting appearance to Pluto. They will exist within the second degree of Aquarius together for only 2 days, and no longer. Once the weekend has passed us, by Monday, February 3rd, Persephone will be off to the third degree of Aquarius. She will be leaving Pluto behind for quite some time. This weekend has the energy of a homecoming of sorts, a remembering of faded faces along with the flashes of the new. We are still in a liminal space, my friends. However, we're starting to see the start of our new beginnings. Just take stock this weekend. From who shows up around you to where your mind goes. As we welcome back the light in the northern hemisphere, we can acknowledge that there is a natural death process upon us, one that is starting to end. To tap back into the future, I'm going to talk about January 9th, 2026, because asteroid goddess Persephone is significant on that day. But first, let me give you some information and facts on asteroid goddess Persephone. Asteroid goddess Persephone has an orbit of about 5.5 years, and she is a part of our main asteroid belt, the one between Mars and Jupiter. Now, on January 9th, 2026, asteroid goddess Persephone will meet with the nodes of fate within the 10th degree of the sign of Pisces. And guess where Pluto will be on that day, January 9th, 2026? Pluto will be within the second degree of Aquarius. This suggests that we are tilling the soils for whatever is to occur around January 9th for us, 2026, on a collective and personal level. Coming back to this weekend, January 31st through February 3rd, it's a juicy and passionate weekend upon us. One where enemies could put down their differences for a moment, or perhaps become more rigid within them. Either way, whatever we are imagining now will be with us in some sort of form or another by 2026. All right, y'all. That is it for this week. I'm Liz Grace Christie, and I thank you so much for tuning into my channel, Galactic Mythology. Please share this report with your friends if you feel inspired. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Oh, And if you would like to connect with me personally, you can contact me through my website, galacticmythology.com. There, you can also view my astrology offerings, as well as book an astrology consultation with me. I'm wishing you all the best, and you'll hear from me next weekend. Peace on Earth.